You're so cute. How come you're so cute? You want to read the book too? Oh, no, honey. No. Sharp, Loki. No, sharp. Okay, back up, honey. Hey there, Puppers. Lynn here, just for the health of it. And today we going to do something probably a little crazy. I have made a decision on my fruit trees, all of my fruit trees, that I want to keep them small. And although I purchased dwarf fruit trees, those can still grow like up to 15 feet tall, which is not something that's going to be very easy to harvest fruit from. So I have been doing some research and I found this book. Look, he's sneezing from the rubbing alcohol smell. And this book is all about how to keep your fruit trees the size that you want and still produce a lot of fruit. And my hope is to basically keep the tree about 8 feet or less. I'm almost 6 feet tall, so my reach would be about 8 feet would be the max that I would want that to be. So the ideal time to do this cut to control the size is when you purchase a bare root and you bring it home before you plant it when it's dormant. But I received my trees in the fall and I put them in dirt so that they would have a better chance of surviving the freezing temperatures with a little bit of dirt around them and stuff. So there are, this book goes through a couple times of when you can kind of do a corrective cut. And January is basically that time, which is now. I've sharpened my favorite little hand pruners. I did clean it with rubbing alcohol to make sure that I have no type of fungus or disease or anything that I would transfer from whatever I was cutting last. And I'm actually going to clean them between each tree, just to be the most safe I possibly can be. All right, let's get out there and do this. All right, pardon my little cardboard mess. I have it over some weeds that wouldn't just die. So the trick here is to cut it knee-high-ish, you know. So we're looking for something in here, which is about 24 inches. And wherever we cut it, that's where the scaffold of the tree will form. So when you cut it a bud, branches will grow outwards from where you cut it. And that's basically where your stalk, how big your stalk is going to be. So knee high, somewhere in here. I have no other branches for this to consider. I'm going to give it a 45-degree cut right above a bud. Oh yeah, that hurts. Yikes. Let me go get my rubbing alcohol. Okay, so this guy has some branches to consider. And we could do like 1, 2, 3, 4. Those 4 are actually in a really good place to kind of be evenly spread out. So I'm gonna cut right about that. Okay, now this guy has some branches to consider too. And I actually like 1, 2, 3. I like those 3. Look at that. Put that guy right there. Knee high. He's almost pretty much knee high. And we have one little, well, it's a damaged, so it doesn't matter. I'm just gonna go in at a 45 right over. So I've got this bud here. I'm just gonna do a pruning cut on that. Okay, now this guy is already nicely done. He's already super short. We have 1, 2, 3 branches. This guy I'll probably eventually cut off, but I'm just gonna head him right over those 3. This guy needs to come off somewhere. Here. Go 45 right over that bud. Go 45 right over this little branch. This guy, knee high. He has no side branches whatsoever. Oh, it does hurt. No, this is not a stick for Loki. Whew. Hi. Alrighty. It's actually kind of freakishly warm. It's about 35 degrees outside, 35 degrees Fahrenheit, which the last few nights I've been down in the mid-20s. For Western Washington, that's pretty cold. But that seems to be our new norm, which is nice because I know that these fruit trees are very dormant. But it's warm enough to be out there in just a sweatshirt for me, but it's still a little brisk. I mean, you feel it when you come in. So anyways, I am scared and anxious and excited to see how this pruning endeavor goes. I mean, you have to take a leap of faith, right? I don't want the trees bigger than I can manage. And so if they do get bigger than I can manage, I've wasted a tree also. So it's better to do this pruning, I'm thinking, and keep it a manageable size. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. So, but this is the first step in growing our little fruit trees. So hopefully you get outside and do something just for your health of it. We'll see you in the next one.